Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower Wills YouTube channel. I'm Louise. It's Monday, which means it's New Start Monday. It is casting on for a brand new project day. So, how's everybody's week been? Hope everybody had a great weekend and a great Monday. Great start to your day. So, as always, the agenda here on Monday nights is we're going to talk about what you all were voting for. There's multiple places you can vote. It's a yarn, a project, a technique, whatever. I feel inspired to knit on Monday morning. That's what the poll is. Hi, ladies. So you can vote here on YouTube. You can vote on Facebook. You can vote on Instagram, and you can vote multiple times if you really, really, really want um something something to win. Go vote in all the places. So we will talk about what won for this week. We will talk about the projects that I worked on last week or did not work on last week. we will um we will have a little chat about that, and I have got some yarn to show you, and then we'll see how long I can talk about all of those things. So let's talk about what the voting is for this week. I see Jocelyn popped in the comments here. So you guys, my project for this past weekend, was due to Jocelyn. And Jocelyn, when Jocelyn and I were chatting Friday night, Jocelyn said that she had gone through her whole yarn stash, weighed everything, got it all sorted. I'm like, oh, I really need to do that. So I started sorting yarn this weekend, which is why I didn't get a whole lot of knitting done. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But sorting yarn, I found these two balls. This poor white ball is in a sad state here. And the more I keep moving it around, the more um, it keeps falling off. So these were two balls of yarn that I found while I was sorting and moving a lot of yarn around over the weekend. And I had not weighed this. I had not added it to my list. So I thought, perfect. These are good candidates to knit with this week. This white ball, look at how, see, it's falling apart. Can't you just tell from the screen here how soft and lovely this is? Like, it truly is. It is so super, super soft. This is Universal Yarn Bee Wool. It is a blend. It is acrylic and wool, 60/40, I think. I think I got this Universal Yarn. I bought a few of it. This blue one up here, I think is, yes, it's a Universal Yarn too. So I think these have come from a yarn shop in St. Mary's. It's more of a craft store. They actually specialize in making dolls, if anybody is into that. Um, Anyways, but they have yarn, and this is where I think this probably came from. Okay, it's like totally all upside down here. Bee wool. All right, I was going to check the ball band. Anyways, it is super bulky. It is a 60 acrylic, 40 wool. And it is really, really nice. Now, it's suggesting a 12 millimeter knitting needle or a 15 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, you guys, you crocheters out there, can you tell me? Okay, maybe I can answer my own question here. But why is the needle and hook size different? Is crochet typically tighter? Like, why would it suggest a 12 millimeter knitting needle, and a 15? That's what it said, right? Crochet hook. I don't know. See, the inexperienced crocheter in me is like, why wouldn't it be the same, right? Both 15 or both 12. Anyways, any ideas out there? I'm just curious. That just popped in my head. Anyways, it's super nice. It is super, super bulky. Really soft and squishy. There's 86 meters on here, if I can remember from looking at the ball band this morning. Let me see. What does it say? Oh, I like how it says their little tagline on here. Sorry, the lighting's kind of weird tonight. Knit, relax, smile, repeat. Okay. Oh, here it is. Second line from the top. It says 94 yards or 86 meters. It's a 7-ounce ball, 200 grams. So, anyways, oh, yeah. Look at this. See, is this just not saying knit me? Because every time I move it around, it is literally falling apart. It is a big tangle waiting to happen. Okay, so hey everybody who's in here in the comments tonight. So let's see, this yarn, this ball, it's pink. I know, not typically my color at all. Not entirely sure why I bought this pink. I don't know, but it is a lovely shade of pink for those of you who are pink fans. This ball came from Knit Stitch. Knit Stitch London, one of my local yarn shops. Wool in the Gang. What does it say? Crazy Sexy Wool. So this again is a super bulky 86 meters on here. So the yardage is basically the same. I think it also suggests a 12 millimeter knitting needle. It does. 8 stitches to 4 inches. Gotta like that gauge, right? Okay. See the ball band's falling off this too. This again is just saying knit me. So I'm going to use both of these skeins balls of yarn. And what you all were voting for was the project going to be a pillow or a cowl? I had briefly thought, I'm like, okay, what do you do with super bulky? And I had thought, okay, a hat or a cowl? And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like much of a vote because they're basically the same thing, a tube, right? And then when I went on Ravelry and I looked up this yarn, the Crazy Sexy Wool, just to kind of see what people had done with it, and with only 86 meters, like how many balls was it taking for people to do a hat, to do a cowl? And in lots of cases, it was obviously going to be 2 balls. There was a hat done with 1 ball with a pom pom, but I don't know if that was a child size hat or an adult hat. Anyways, I did a little scrolling and then I saw the pillow. And I was like, oh, that is interesting. And I thought, okay, that is more of an exciting vote, right? Cowl, something you wear, a pillow, something for the house. Like, what is everybody going to think? So it was a pretty close vote today, you guys. I wasn't sure what I really wanted to knit because my first thought was cowl. If I was going between cowl and hat, I was leaning towards a cowl. And I was kind of thinking, would I knit it in the round? Would I just knit it like a scarf and then just join mattress stitch it together? And I was kind of out of the two, hat and cowl, I was leaning towards cowl. But then when I saw the pillow, I thought, oh, this could be fun. And I always have this desire to knit every single pillow. And I think in my whole entire knitting lifetime, I've knit 2. I think 2. So, anyways, I was like, okay, I don't know, cowl or pillow, they would both be really, really fun. And then I put the poll up this morning. A little while later, I went to check it, and all the votes on Instagram stories were for cowl, and my heart sank. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, I guess I really want to knit the pillow. So, anyways, the votes are now in. I have tallied them all up all across all of the platforms, and it was close. On Instagram stories, it was just like 4 votes difference. And um yeah, so and it literally when I went to tally some votes, it was literally cow pillow, cow pillow. And I'm like, whoa, this is going to be close. So we had, again, right around 100. I didn't actually I wrote down all the numbers here, but I didn't actually tally add them all up. So I just kind of added them roughly in my head. So can't tell you exactly, but it was like right around again. We always typically seem to have like 106, 110 votes every night, which is so fun. And we were right around the 100 mark again. And it was close. It was really, really close, but obviously one project won out in the end. So, oh, Liz must not be joining us tonight. I don't see a drum roll in the chat. Okay, you guys, imagine a drum roll. And the winning project for this week is a pillow. The pillow won out in the end. So I am really, really excited for this. It was close though. I mean, I don't know, cowl. I mean, cowls are fun, right? You can who you always need a cowl, but I'm really excited. Oh, here is Liz. She gets there's my drum roll. So yeah, I'm really excited about the pillow, and I have numerous pillow forms around here. So I think I probably have one, and I don't need to go out and buy one. So let's talk a little bit about the project. So cowl, I really had no idea what I was going to do with the two colors. If I was just cheapers, I have to wind this into a ball before it turns into a big tangled mess. Whether I would just stripe it, if I was going to color block it, I had thought about doing like a two color B stitch. I wasn't going to really necessarily do stranded or mosaic. It would have either just been garter stitch stripes or yeah, maybe B stitch because two color B stitch is fun. But it is now a pillow. And again, now what am I going to do? Well, I my my thought this morning was I wanted something fairly simple. Keep it simple. Sometimes simple is good, right? Um, we can talk about some ideas. In the end, I had just thought I would do one side pink, one side white, and just oh, Liz, you voted cow, but you think pillow would be better. I just think pillow would be fun. It's just something different. And I did take a picture. So, what inspired me? There was, since I can't share my screen, you're just gonna have to bear with me. I know this is not very high tech, but hopefully you'll get the idea here. Um, Simple pillow is the pattern that I pulled up, and ends up it is also a free pattern. And okay, this is maybe not the best. Actually, I think what I saw was a little different than this. But anyways, she has just knit it. Ooh, you really can't see that. So, simple pillow. She's knit it just in stockinette, and then the bottom picture is kind of she's got buttons across to put it on. Anyways, two color cable. Ooh, two color cable. That actually that would be fun. Now, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, maybe I could get just a little more adventurous, but I don't know. I'm wondering if I should still keep it simple. Just looking here to see if I could find. Anyways, the picture that I saw earlier, Fisherman's Rib Louise. Yeah, that would be. See, I really think I want to keep it not super, super hard. Something that I can just be a relaxing knit this week. Um, exactly, Jude. Jude says, if you go adventurous, will you finish it? Mm, we all know the answer to that one. That's why I'm thinking something simple. Fisherman's rib, that's always a fun. I like doing that. So what I had thought, like I had just thought, do stockinette, one side pink, one side white, then I could flip flop it. And then I thought, being adventurous, I'm like, oh, then I could duplicate stitch or embroider or something on it. But I think it would be just nice and cozy to either put on my bed or to put on the chair in the living room. And okay, so let's think about this a little bit. Alice says make it simple. Yeah. I'm really thinking simple is the way to go. Random stripes. See, I could still stripe it. I could just do a pink and white stripe. And I think the pattern was just knit. I'm assuming it's just one big rectangle. Yes, because the person's project page that I saw that had knit it, I think she said the only modification she did was at the halfway mark. She did like a purl row for that turning for the folding row. And then the sides looked like they were garter stitch. And then she mattress stitched and garter stitched. So the sides actually had like a textured garter stitch kind of detail to it, which looked cute. Liz says go simple. I know. I'm thinking let's do pink one side, white the other. And it used the the this super sex what the heck? What was it? Crazy sexy. Crazy sexy wool. She used two balls. So even though they are different, and this one is 100% wool. This is a acrylic wool blend. Um, I think they will be fine together. They should knit up the same gauge roughly. Let's hope. It's a pillow. It'll be fine, right? The pillow she knit on a 10 millimeter, so a little bit tighter so you don't see the pillow form through it. I think this will be fun, and I think it's something I can get done. I'm just really feeling the need for something simple, simple this week. Oh, Louise says, if you make each side plain, then you can wrap colored ribbon around the pillow in whatever season you want. Oh, that is a fantastic idea. You mean like put like ribbon? So if this is my pillow, so like wrap ribbon around it just like it was a present and make a bow. I actually absolutely love that idea. I like that. I think I just want to have it knit and just be soft and squishy. And instead of just sitting here in a ball, be in a pillow. And then I can just admire it. And I like that. Just putting a bow on it for the season. That's a really great idea. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back in the comments here. So, hi, Alyssa. I just remember seeing crochet advance when people realize they need a bigger hook than expected. Okay, so maybe is just the nature of crochet stitches just a little tighter then? Oh, Sherry, yes, crochet is tighter because more yarn is worked into each stitch. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, okay. Hey, Sam. A Stephen West I-cord bind off on a shawl is plenty enough. Okay, what did Jocelyn suggest? It's a big project to sort and weigh the yarn. I'm so freaking happy I did it. So inspired to work for my stash. Well, we're going to talk about this in just a little bit here. Cindy, you're working on the side top. How far did you get? I've got like, I don't know, an inch done on mine. Liz, you dropped a stitch. Uh-oh. Hope you grabbed it. Oh, Alyssa's eating. Yay for motivation, getting things done. You know what? It was the perfect timing this weekend for me to just sort yarn. Kim, you finished a pair of socks and a pair of slippers. Oh, I saw those. Those slippers look really good. Oh, Diane, you forgot to vote. Oh, darn. Oh, Cindy forgot to vote. Did you guys forget it was Monday? All right. So, oh, hey Paula, good morning. Louise says yes, do Christmas ribbon on white, floral pink, or even long strips of fabric. That is really, I love that idea. I love that idea. I love making bows. So, and I have a well stocked ribbon stash. So I could definitely do that for every season. Halloween stuff is out, you guys. I'm sure you guys probably know if you've been to Michael's. Halloween is all out. Um, anyways, yes. Yarn. So pillow. I'm really excited for the pillow. I'm going to see what I have. I found a pillow form in here, but it was a long rectangle with, I guess, rectangle, not square, but I do have some square ones around. I think this ends up being 14-inch is what I read. What did it say? Did it say anything on here? I think it just said that this was a good. Okay, I'm going to switch this and let me see what it said about the pattern. I mean, it looks really, really easy. Simple pillow. Oh, it's from 2016, so it's been around for a while. There's only a few projects in Ravelry. She suggested a 10 millimeter needle, super bulky yarn. Yardage is 125 to 140 yards, or 128 meters. 14-inch square. Says a simple pillow, perfect for TV knitting. May be embellished to your heart's desire. Knit in one piece with minimal finishing. I know the project page I looked at, she said she said the time it took to garter stitch it to or mattress stitch it together took almost as long as knitting the pillow. So it says, yeah, difficulty level beginner slash easy. So I just think that will be fun. So I think I am just gonna just knit that. I'll just download the pattern, see which they suggest for stitch count, and see if there's any little tips about what they do with the edge stitches, if they're slipped, if they're garter, or what they are, and we'll go from there. So, oh, what is okay? Hi, Nikki. Cindy is starting increases on the front. Oh, for armhole shaping. Look at you go. Okay. You're going to be my inspiration to pull mine out and work on it. Nikki, you started 90% of your stash yesterday. Some of it is always, some of it is always stored in vacuum sealed bags. One is a blanket kit and one is worsted scraps. Good job. So really 100% accounted for. That is amazing. Mine is not 100% accounted for, but I've started. Cindy, you're using, Respect from Lion Brand. To me, seems a little heavy for a DK, but it's fine. Okay, the yarn would be great for a sweatshirt pullover. 45% polyester, recycled polyester, 30% acrylic, 25 cotton. Um, oh, that is okay. I've got yarn to show you here. That's funny. Um, anyways, okay. So that is pillow. Pillow's going to get cast on 10 millimeter needle. I think I actually have one of those lying around here that so I can just start and get cast on. And this is going to be just a relaxing knit for this week. Okay, so let me show you the very, very little knitting I did this weekend, you guys. Oh, Nikki says I have so many sweaters and shawls I want to make. You know that I just went through, remind myself of all my squishy yarn. I know. Well, I am so happy I actually started sorting yarn. So what I have got, so let me show you. Let me show you. I think I can show you. Um, okay. Maybe I'm not showing you because I can't seem to find it. Oh my gosh, you guys. This has been a little bit Oh, yes, I can. It's here. I'm like, I have had quite the weekend and it has spilled into today. And oh my goodness. So, anyways, let me show you. I got a little bit done on Scarlett's sweater. I almost have one ball. Don't get too excited. They're only 50-gram balls, but I have one ball almost knit into this sweater. So this is the Norwegian fur baby sweater. I'm knitting the largest size on a 4 millimeter needle, size larger than they suggested for DK weight yarn, because I want it just to be a little bit bigger because, she's growing. And this is it. I think when I showed this to you last week, I told you that I had to rip out some because I had made just like a silly little mistake and the garter stitch just looked messy. There was like one stitch, so I pulled out quite a bit. So I have re-knit to that point plus a little extra. And this is the raglan increases, just this really cute lace. Just seeing this just really makes me happy. It just makes me realize how much I love knitting lace. So I mean, it's not very big yet, but it's not going to be very big in total. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I want this to be done not this coming weekend, the following weekend. So I just need to sit and do it. I have about 10 more rows and then the raglan increases will be done, and then it's just garter stitch. So it'll be super, super easy and I'll be able to pick it up more often because this is you have to count all the way across the row. So it's not really TV watching or knit night knitting. But slow and steady, I'm getting there. It's really cute. And I did get to see Scarlett this past week. I saw her one day this week. And, a little trying to contain a little toddler, tried and then it kind of laid the yoke of the sweater around her and just kind of trying to fit the raglan increases, in front and back of her shoulder. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this is like just going to fit. So hopefully she'll get to wear a little bit of wear out of it this early fall is my plan. So this is actually a really great pattern. I'm loving it. So it was a paid pattern, but totally worth it if you need a little baby sweater. It goes up, I think 18 months is the largest size, but it is really cute. And I'm loving it so far. I love the little lace details. So it's definitely one that I will keep and use as a baby gift, like for like every baby from here on out. I mean, unless something crazy happens. Now, somebody did tell me when we were voting for this on a New Start Monday, somebody had said they had knit it and then weren't totally happy with how it fit under the arms or how the lace um, raglan increases were done right under the arms. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, unless the fit is a little wonky, this is one that I would knit over and over again. So, um, oh, Cindy, is Monday? I know. Well, yeah, it's been a Monday, that's for sure. Anyways, um, my hat, you guys, I think this is a first. This is a first. This is my yarn. This is last week's yarn for the hat. We had at the Brooklyn Tweed. I didn't even get it cast on. That was kind of the week I had, and the weekend just got worse, and it didn't even get cast on. I think this is the one time out of all the years I've been doing these videos that I did not actually get my project cast on. So, but I do have the needles. I do have two 16-inch needles, a smaller one for the ribbing, and then a larger one to do the body. So I will tackle this project this week. And the only other projects that I worked on this week was my shawl. The exciting part about this is that I'm back to knitting. I'm back to knitting yarn that I have not knit before. I think the last time I showed this one, I had also had to pull back a bunch of rows on it, and I was just trying to re-knit back to where I was. So here I am. I got back to that point where I had to rip it back, and here it is. So it's getting there. It's getting that just gave me a moment of panic. I'm like, is that a hole? So it's getting there. It's getting some good size to it. There's 200 grams in this ball. So it's going to be a nice large size. And I'm still, obviously, I'm still in the same color. I just keep knitting, thinking, okay, I want to get to this other gray, but this light gray is like going forever, which is good and bad, right? It's going to be a nice big shawl. The yarn, it's this Yarn Bee yarn from Hobby Lobby, Rainbow Rhapsody, Teal of Fortune. And I like really can't wait to get into the teal part of it. The gray is fun and nice, but yeah, I'm looking forward to switching some colors here. So it's going to be nice. I'm guessing like color blocked. I think it'll be great. It'll be very wearable. Okay, the other projects that I didn't work on this week that I had hoped to get done, they're in the bag. I might as well show them to you. I had planned to do a toe on my sock. Didn't happen. And my little cast on from my other sock is here. I think I've got the two rows of ribbing done, and then the next is doing that bobble round. And I was excited to do the bobbles, but that didn't happen either. So I'm just going to pop them all back in my project bag and hope for better better luck this week. Um, yes, I agree, Cindy. The shawl's going to be super nice when it's done. And what about the DK socks? Oh, that's okay. That was the blue one that I had to do the toe on. So it will. I'll work on it. I'll work on it this week. I I did not. I did not feel like knitting this weekend, and most of my knitting gets done on the weekend. And yeah, this weekend was just um yeah, it just didn't go the way I had wanted it to go. And um yeah, I just did not just did because I just could not knit. So I sorted yarn instead. And yeah, Cindy, that's right. Cindy says, you know what? Shit happens. And you will finish when you get there. I know. And I learned from this weekend was um yeah, just a good reminder to do, life is short and you need to do what you want when you want and not to stress about the small things. So, yes. So, you know what? I didn't. I woke up this morning and I thought, oh my gosh, I did not get like what am I going to talk about tonight? And I'm just like, you know what? We'll talk about something else. I don't have a whole lot of yarn. And yeah, today's probably, or this week has probably been the least amount of knitting I have done in like forever. But, that's the way it was this week. So, but I did sort a lot of yarn, a lot of yarn. So let's talk about that for a little bit. I I yes, I was super motivated to start knitting or to start sorting yarn after Jocelyn and I talked. And I started sorting sock yarn. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try to get things all organized. And sorry, guys, hold on for one sec. I gotta fix something. There. Sorry. I came unplugged and I wasn't charging, and my poor laptop doesn't work well if it's not charging. Um, Liz, you're right. Knitting should be enjoyable, um, and not stressful. That's right. Oh, Cindy says talk slow. I'll be right back. Okay, Cindy. Um, yeah. Anyway, so the yarn sorting, you know what? Things always happen for a reason, right? And this weekend, I couldn't focus on knitting. I got a little bit of bad news, and I just could not focus on knitting, and yarn sorting fit the bill. It it worked. It gave me something to do, something to focus on, and I found a lot of fun yarn. So, oh, Sam, you sent a picture? Okay. Sock yarn. Okay. I started keeping track. So I was writing down balls and then I was weighing things. And this is my list so far. I am about a third of the way through my yarn, roughly. I have almost 2 shelves filled of sock yarn. And, just like typical, just when you think you have found it all, you find more. So I just roughly wrote down here. So out of 100-gram balls, anybody want to guess? Okay, let's just do a little guessing game right now. Anybody want to guess how many 100-gram balls of sock yarn I found that I have recorded? There's probably a couple of more floating around. I'll let you guys type an answer. And then, so I wrote it down as in 100-gram balls and 25-gram, 50-gram balls, like Croy and Regia, like the 50-gram balls. So this is just the 100-gram balls. I'll see. I'll give you guys a couple minutes, and I'll show you some other yarn. Jude says a lot. Sherry says 74. Okay, yeah, Sherry is in the ballpark. Oh, 420. Ooh, 245, 45, 35, 100, 220, 65, 200 from Katie, 140, 80. Yes, you guys, there's Carol says 65. Okay, a lot of you guys are close. Liz said 235. Okay, 88 from Sally. So, okay, a couple of you guys are like right. Alice said 100. I think Alice might be the closest for the 100-gram balls. Nikki says 150. So out of the 100-gram balls, I have accounted for 123. Olson, wow, people have a lot of yarn. Yeah, well, I'm not even totally sure if I'm going to actually. Well, I guess I will to you guys. I don't even know if I want to let everybody know how much I actually have. But 123 balls of 100 grams. Now the 50-gram balls. You guys want to guess for that one? This is the Croy is counted in here. I'll let you guys think about how many 50-gram balls I might have. See, I was going to say 125. Okay, so Nikki, you were like right on money. So look, I'll show you some of the other fun ones that I found. This skein, I have to do something really fun with this skein. Oh, 220 is 375, 145, 300 from Melissa, 466 from June, Carol's 100. I don't know how many I have. I've never counted. Mine just guessing randomly. Okay. Cindy, I will not count my yarn. I have a full room. I know, Cindy. I know. Ooh, Autumn says 380. Sally says 150. Sam says 450. All right. Who? A bazillion. Liz, you're basically right. Louise said 375. And Autumn said 380. You two are probably the closest. 347 is what I counted on the weekend. And I found more. So 836. Cindy, that's maybe close to what it's going to end up being. So I know that like basically is just a whole lot of pairs of socks. How many fit in a bin? Well, right now they're on like these shelves here. This is what I've been filling up. Yeah, so that was my sock yarn. And then right, I found well, there's another 100-gram ball that's not accounted for. But I found that Cheryl and I, this was yarn that Cheryl and I got at Woolstock last year at Mary Maxim in the discount bins. I forget. They were like super, super cheap. Sockies. And isn't that color pretty? I just liked it. And and we couldn't remember what it was that we bought. We were talking a Saturday morning not that long ago, and Cheryl's like, "What was that yarn we bought?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It was pretty. I don't know." This is what it was. It was Sockies. So I'm sure this is a 75-25 superwash. Yes, 75-25. I'm sure it'll be a superwash. Anyways, isn't it pretty? So there was an extra one. I found like 2 more balls of Croy. I found, oh, what is this one that I found? It's like all sitting on the floor here. Oh, oh, you guys. Okay, look at this. I forgot I had this until I saw this. Area 51. I don't know if Amber watches the podcast, but she and I ordered some yarn together one year. Our birthdays are very close together. And oh no, Sam, I haven't gone to the basement yet. But I don't think there's any sock yarn down there. I think I brought it all upstairs. So this one, isn't this pretty? I don't know. This one was, oh, it says, yes, this was my Bridgerton yarn that I must have bought. This is from last year. Was this for season 2's knitting, maybe? So like 2 years ago, I guess. And this is the Featherington Girls colorway. Isn't that fun? I found it. I need to knit this. And maybe I need to knit this to celebrate season 4. Season 4 is not coming out for like another year or something. That gives me time. And then I found this one. This one came from Little Red Mitten. Full Moon Fibers. They're dyers that are kind of sort of local to us. They're lovely. They have lovely, lovely yarn. And this one here, Gold Star, and is this the pink you're looking for? Those are the 2 colors. Aren't they like the best? Pink and yellow together, I really, really like. Anyways, I just found this one randomly shoved somewhere. What else did I find? Oh, this one here I showed you. This was a gift from 2 friends in my knitting guild. So this yarn is super rustic. Super, super rustic. Cindy, you also bought the Croy Midnight Orchid, all Louisa's fault. I am so glad I can inspire. I will totally take credit for that. Oh, Cindy says in my craft room where I'm sitting, I have 4 of those white storage cabinets. One is full of Scentsy wax, the other 3 yarn. And the spare room, I have no idea how much yarn I have in there. Cindy, I can totally relate. Totally relate. So this stuff here was dyed. So it came from what is this? Lang Pioneer Village Museum. Hand spun and dyed using natural dyes. So this, I don't know if it tells you the wool. It says Leicester. It says alum and cream of tartar with iron added as the mordants, and it was Queen Anne's lace. So a lot of natural dyes give you this kind of a yellowy greeny color. And it's lovely. So yeah, it's very rustic. So I'm thinking mitts might be. I mean, this is rustic. Like I might even have a hard time wearing this as a cowl or a hat, but it's nice. Um, so this might be a good pair of mitts. This wool is like sturdy, sturdy wool. This'll stand up, you know, for like a bazillion years. So this is something I want to knit. So this might be mitts, you guys. I know I have a like a really bad track record with mitts, but I think I might just do that later on. What else? Oh, who was talking in the comments about their recycled, was it Lion Brand, like a recycled yarn? I found this bag of yarn. I have not knit with this. I found this in the dollar store once, like, I don't know, a year or so ago. And I bought all they had, which was maybe six balls of this. And it's a Lion Brand retweed, recycled tweed. So, and yeah, it's gray and it's got a little, look, there's like a little bit of red flecks in there. So what is this say? What once was old is new again. This fiber was made in an eco-friendly process using nearly zero water, no dyes or chemicals, and close to zero carbon emissions. And it says it's 40% wool, 40% polyester, 20% acrylic. So it's a worsted weight. So I don't know exactly what this is. Have you guys ever seen this? I don't know. Anyways, oh, Cindy, it was you. So is this something like similar to what you're knitting with? Anyway, I found this when I was going through and finding some yarn. So I don't know what it will be. It will be something lovely at some point. I have my beach hair going on again. um, Cindy, you got yours on sale for a little over $2. See, and that's probably what mine was at the dollar store. It was probably $2 or $3 a ball or something like that. Um, okay, I'm going to take a peek here at some comments here. Oh, Diane, you love organizing. I know. I know. It is organizing. It is very satisfying for sure. But you can't organize and knit at the same time. So, Sherry, you should knit Bridgerton socks with Bridgerton yarn while watching Bridgerton. You're absolutely right. I should, shouldn't I? I should go find a pair like a pattern. I remember Amber was knitting some with hers. I love that idea. And you laugh and you just happen to find more yarn. Well, I know. It just oh, it was so fun. Oh, Diane, you got some of the recycled jeans from Gold House of Yarn. Oh, last wool stock. Did you? Yeah, that's fun. I like these recycled yarns. Liz, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, look, I found more yarn. I know. You got, I know. I know. I do not know why I am surprised because I live by myself, you guys. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to pick up and move yarn. I have no partner who, is going to give me the stare of like, seriously, why can I not sit on the couch? Because it's filled with yarn, right? So, yes. So the yarn has spilled over into like almost every room of my house. And so, yes. So being surprised to find it, yes, should not be a surprise, but somehow it still is. Supermodel hair. I know that's right. I can channel my inner supermodel, right? Louise, what is the gray and black and white yarn behind me? Oh, this stuff here. Oh, This one or this one? So this one is the same as the teal stuff that I'm using. This is the Yarn Bee. So this is like really, really fine fingering weight, the same as the teal. It's like lovely. And this one, I'm not sure if this is the one you meant. I don't know if I have any more of this. Karen Cake, Cinnamon Swirl. And what is it called? Black Licorice. I know, isn't that fun? Like these, and where's my green ones? There's the green ones. Like, I don't even want to knit them. They just look so pretty. So I don't know. They'll someday maybe be knit, or maybe we'll just look at them. Husband says nothing. He knows better. Cindy says that's right. Oh, the one on the bottom. Yep. So Jude, it's a Karen Cake. A Karen Cakes one, yeah. Cinnamon Swirl. Sam, oh, did I figure out? Yes, Sam, I think I did figure it out for you. Carol, if you're here, Carol, I'm going to send you a message on Facebook when we're done here, okay? Just so you know. I just want you to make sure you see it. Let's see. Oh, I'd love to display my yarn like that. What, like all over the house, Diane? The Featherington Colors is from 2022. Oh, so it's only 2 years. That's like not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, so what else? Oh, you know what else? I know we're just about out of time here, but I did find something else. And this is only from last year. Not even complete. This was from last August when we went on a road trip to Michigan. And this came from a yarn shop, Mother of Pearl. And oh, Charlevoix, Michigan. I was like trying to think, like we went through a lot of little towns when we were on this road trip last year, but it was Charlevoix. So anyways, and look, the most exciting thing is I found 3 balls of yarn. So I'm not even sure what this is. I was just looking for yarn. I have no idea what I thought I might make with this. So Jody Long, do you guys know his yarn and knitting? Oh, it's cotton summer tweed. Like I really have no idea what this is. I just remember, oh, it's 100% cotton. Oh, it's 100% cotton. I must have bought this before I decided that I didn't like knitting with 100% cotton. But maybe it could be a shawl. Maybe I only have 3 balls of it. I must have been thinking a shawl. Cotton shawl is totally fine. 270 meters, 295 yards, 100 grams. And the gauge is 24 stitches, 3¼ millimeter needles. So what are we thinking? DK weight with this. So there's 3 balls of this. So this would make a really nice summer shawl. Is it tourist yarn? Yes, that's exactly what it is. But look how pretty it is. I just remember there was a whole rack of this. So she had just came back from a yarn show, and she apologized. She let us in the shop, and she's like, I am so sorry, because the shop was a little bit of a disaster. She had just unloaded her van, and she had display shelves just kind of sitting in the middle of the aisles. But we're like, that is okay. We can walk around. It was fine. It was, what can you do? You gotta unload and you gotta reset up shop, right? So we were totally fine to just wander around. And didn't really know what I was looking for. And I remember seeing this, and this was one of she had kind of like a turnstile, like a wooden back kind of thing. And it was one of the ones that was just kind of plunked inside the door. And I'm like, I like that yarn. And so I just went with a gray. I don't know. Oh, it's called Hyacinth, which is like a Bridgerton name, but it's gray with little bits of color in there. Anyways, it's lovely. So I found it. But the even more exciting thing, other than the yarn, I was looking for this all year. and I just found it. Sorry about crinkling of the bag. I also bought one of these yarn thingies that you put on your wrist, and then you put your ball of yarn on here so then you can walk and knit at the same time. I've never used it. So you unhook it like that. Now I'm guessing this is what you do this. So you could wind it into a cake, and then you do this and you put it on your wrist and you walk and you knit. So I have got this. So now maybe I will actually use this summer. So that was a fun find. All these things that get tucked away in the corners of my house. And so it is. It's kind of like Christmas morning when I can just open up a bag, and it's like, oh, I remember that. So yeah, it's going to be a fun journey, but I'm going to do a little bit more tonight. I've got a lot more yarn, a lot more yarn. So um, I don't know how quick I don't know. I want to try and do this quick. Asa sent me a message, and she's like, "Are you putting it on Ravelry as well?" And I'm like, "No." I tried putting my yarn on Ravelry once, and I got like basically nowhere. It was so time consuming between finding the yarn and counting the skeins and then typing it all in and taking a picture and uploading the picture. I'm like, no. I am just literally I'm sorting, I'm organizing, and I'm writing down the weight, and then I am just going to divide it out by 100, and then get an overall number of um if they were all 100-gram balls, how many balls of yarn I would have. And yeah, and then we'll see. But so far, it has really inspired me just knowing that I have all my sock yarn, and I can go right over here and find it. I'm working on this shelf. I'm going to spin you around a little bit. Sorry if it's messy, but that's what I was working on this weekend. So I guess there's an empty hole. So I guess that's about where I've gotten to. So that is all chunky and chunky, bulky, super bulky stuff. I have way more of it than I thought. Oh, I should say there was a couple of shells that do have my dishcloth cotton, and there is a little bit of like cotton yarn for tops and some hemp hemp blends. So kind of my summer top knitting, like a cotton blend kind of thing, is going to go in some of the empty cubbies along here. The whole wall in front of me, I've started putting worsted weight yarn there. And I've got another shelf on this side that I'm going to put DK, whatever's left over. That's my plan. So but I am sure I've got way more yarn than I have shelf space for. So we'll worry about that when I get there. But anyways, that is kind of that. And that's what I've been up to. I'm going to try and do a little bit more knitting this week and do some more yarn sorting. So we'll update you next Monday is a go. We'll be live here next Monday. The following Monday is a long weekend Monday. So there may not be a podcast in 2 weeks. But we'll see. We'll see when that time gets a little bit closer. So I'm just going to keep working away. I'm really in the mood to keep organizing because It's like it does. It just feels so good to know that it's all organized and it's all somewhat roughly organized. Like I have all my Briggs and Little yarn is together, dishcloth cotton is together. Like I didn't separate out all the Croy. I didn't get that picky. It's just kind of all on the same shelf, two shelves. So, anyways, that is that. Oh yes, Sam. Yes, I'm like got my phone here. You guys hold on. Let's. Oh my gosh, Sam. Is this like people? Okay, you guys, let's take a peek at this. Okay, this is what Sam just sent me. Huh, how fun is that? That is really cute, Sam. Okay. So, oh, thanks, you guys. Looks amazing. Well done. Good job. Thanks. Oh, Sherry, thank you. Oh, Jude, you are done with iCord for tonight. The rest will have to wait till tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna ignore the ends for now. Yep, that's a good plan. All right, to everybody. Well, thank you so much. So much. I really, really needed this knit night tonight. It has really boosted my spirits, and you guys are always the best to hang out with. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much for voting. Thanks for chatting in the comments and just for watching. It just really does. It's a great way to start the week off. So, oh, Sam says it's called Faces in the Crowd. Well, that's exactly what it looks like, Sam. Well, well done. Good job. Wonderful. All right. So, everybody, I'm going to knit, I'm going to sort, and I'm going to have a great week. So, I hope everybody else has a great week as well. Get lots of knitting done. And we will be back here next Monday with who knows, some yarn, maybe some knitting progress. We'll see. Thanks, Jude. Okay, well, I'm going to go because I got lots of yarn to sort, and we will chat and we'll see you all next Monday. Bye, everybody.